Hi, good day. I am Mark Angelo Galvez from Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering Section 1E. And this video is all about frictions. So first, let us know what is friction is. So friction force is the force caused by interaction of two objects rubbing each other. This force always opposite to the applied force. Actually, there are two most common types of friction: the static friction and the kinetic friction. Static friction provides the frictional force that keep a stationary object at rest, while the kinetic friction provides the amount of retarding between two objects that are moving relative to each other. Then, let's move to the example number 1. So, how much force is needed to keep a 300 kilogram box moving at constant velocity on a level floor? Use 0.28 for the coefficient of kinetic friction and 0.33 for the coefficient of static friction. So first, for us to know all the givens, we just draw it. So here is the weight. This is the normal force. This is the friction force. And this is the applied force. The applied force is the missing in this problem. So, how much force is needed in able to push the 300 kilogram at a constant velocity? So, free body diagram. The friction force, the weight, and the applied force. Our assumption again is positive right and the upward, like this. So for us to solve the applied force, we must solve first the normal force. In y components, there's no motion vertically. Therefore, summation of Fy is equal to mass acceleration of y. Ito ay makakancel na, magiging 0. Bali, summation of Fy is equal to normal force minus the weight. In this, makakancel na yung summation ng Fy. Bali, magiging 0 na din. Ang matitira na lang is normal force is equal to weight equals the mass or the mg. After this, let's compute. Normal force is equal to, the weight is 300 kilogram and the value of mg is 9.81 meter per second squared. Then do the math. The answer will be 2,943 Newton. So this is the answer for the normal force. Take note that according to the problem, it is said constant velocity. So now, we consider the x components. If we say constant velocity, there is no acceleration because there is no change in velocity. So by second law of motion at x, we have here summation of Fx equals mass acceleration of y. Because we need to find the force needed to push a 300 kilogram box at a constant velocity. So, bali, cancel natin to, magiging 0. So, summation of Fx is equal to friction force minus the applied force. 0, ito, maka-cancel natin to. So, 0 because constant velocity ang pinag-uusapan. So, tuloy natin. Applied force is equal to friction force. So, applied force is equal to coefficient of kinetic friction and multiplied by normal force. Since we are talking about motions, so that the friction we are going to use is the coefficient kinetic friction. So substitute. Our given for coefficient kinetic friction is 0.28 multiplied natin sa normal force, which is 2,943 Newton. Ito yung nakuha nating answer sa kanina. So, let's do the math. The answer will be 824.04 Newton. This is the force needed in able to continue the 300 kg box to move at constant velocity.